language. And I will speak about the Erasmus Plus program. This is an international program that provides funding opportunities for the higher education sector, and in particular for, in this case, we're speaking about language learning and funding opportunities in this field. The priorities of the program are related to, as you can see, inclusion and diversity, digital transformation, environmental sustainability, and participation and active citizenship. These are transversal priorities of the program. And the program is addressed to all those working in the field of education and obviously universities, but also school, vocational education and training organizations, adult education centers, and youth organizations. Countries, basically all countries in the world can participate in the program with some limitations and some specificities. But now in the new program, the program that started in 2022, all countries of the world can participate. The budget available for 7 years is 26 billion euro, and these are organized, as you can see, in the different sectors that I mentioned earlier. The structure of the program, this is an umbrella program, so there are many actions and sub-actions, and we're going to present only one here, that is partnership for cooperation, mainly cooperation partnership projects. So within this area, there is this cooperation partnership projects that I'm going to speak about. The horizontal priorities for this action are the same as I mentioned earlier. And then there are the so-called field-specific priorities related to the different fields. So, for example, for the topic, for the field of higher education, these are the priorities that you can see. Even though the specific priority on language learning is only in the field of school education, as you can see, there is this priority that I have highlighted here, a comprehensive approach to language teaching and learning. The topic of language teaching and learning is actually transversal in all the fields. So we've had several projects in the field of language teaching and learning in higher education, and I will briefly present them. The budget for these type of projects is up to 400,000 euro, and the duration will be 2 or 3 years. In a nutshell, the duration, as I said, will be 1 to 3 years. The publication of the call for proposal for this program is November, so the next call will be published in a couple of weeks from now. And the deadline is in March. If the project is approved, the project will start in September. What can you produce with these types of projects? You can produce and develop joint curricula. You can develop online courses. You can collect teaching sources. You can decide to publish a manual or have something published. You can produce guidelines, teaching methodologies. You can collect case studies or in practice, etc., as you can see here. These are the deliverables that can be produced in the framework of these projects. And briefly, examples of approved projects in which Pixel was and is involved in the field of language teaching and learning. And I will start with this one. This is quality in language learning. So the project. The applicant organization is a Portuguese university, and we are, as Pixel, the partner in charge of supporting the project writing process and project management. And the purpose of this project is, as in the title, the promotion of quality language learning. More specifically, in the framework of this project, we are trying to provide language teachers at higher education level with the skills to select and to use digital teaching sources in education. Another project is CAMP. So this is related to the field of school education, and more specifically elementary school education, promoting the application of CLIL in teaching music and arts in elementary schools. And the partnership here is composed by schools and universities. Another example is the CLIL for STEAM project. So again, CLIL, but this time it's applied to the secondary school sector and to teaching of scientific subjects. So teaching scientific subjects according to the CLIL approach. Very briefly, this is a project promoted by the University of Madrid, and the aim is promoting innovative approaches to bilingual education, so promoting new ways of teaching in bilingual schools. This is a project to promote the digital competence assessment framework and innovative tools for language teachers at higher education level, and a project on creating teaching sources for learning all of the European languages online. How to create a project idea, how to formulate a project idea. First of all, the project idea must be consistent with the priorities that we have seen earlier, but the priorities are quite large, so it's easy to develop an idea that can be consistent with these priorities. And of course, the project idea must take into account what is going on already. So we must not reinvent the wheel. It's important to make sure we are aware of what is going on in the field where we would like to develop our project. Make reference to what is there already and build up on these existing results. Then the next step is to be aware of the needs of our target groups. So if our target groups are university lecturers for languages, it's important to be aware of their needs. Or if it is students, it's the same. And then we can define the objectives that must be consistent with the priorities of the program, the needs identified. They must be realistic and they must be clearly outlined in the project proposal. And then, of course, for each objective, we will identify the activities that are to be implemented in order to achieve these objectives. Usually, activities are organized in work packages, phases, work streams. And then, so we have the objectives, we identify the activities, and then we identify the expected deliverables and the expected results that will be produced before the end of the project lifecycle. And then the partners, because of course these are international projects and they are based on an international partnership, and that each partner is there to provide something, to contribute to achieving the project results. And the budget. The budget is has to be organized so as to reflect the activities that are planned for the project, and each partner will be allocated a specific budget on the basis of the tasks they will carry out. And then you are ready to create the summary of the project. This is the first step for developing the project. The project summary should be organized with the title of the project that should, in one or two words, summarize the project idea. And then it should describe the context where the project is developed, the previous activities going on in the field, the results achieved. And then the target should be identified in terms of their needs and motivations, objective activities, results, the role of the partners, and the budget. So this is how to create, to think of an idea that can then be transferred into a European or an international project. And this is it. Thank you very much for your attention. So we can have it.